Singapore versus Denmark. Two countries. Two completely different ways to live and work. One driven by speed, precision, and results. The other shaped by balance, trust, and well-being. Picture this. It's 6:30 a.m. in Singapore. The city is already humming. Skyscrapers catch the first light. You're checking your work messages with one hand, grabbing instant coffee with the other. Every second matters, because here, time is money. Productivity isn't just encouraged. It's expected. Performance is everything. Now shift the scene. It's 8 a.m. in Copenhagen. A candle flickers on the breakfast table. You pour a slow cup of coffee. Maybe it's oat milk. Maybe not. No rush. You breathe. The morning is quiet. Gentle. Yours. You might bike to work through clean air and calm streets. And your boss? They trust you'll get the job done. No micromanaging required. Same modern world. Same laptops, Zoom calls, deadlines. But two entirely different philosophies on how humans should work, live, and coexist with their jobs. Singapore, a powerhouse of efficiency where discipline and pressure build skyscrapers and billion-dollar companies. Denmark, a quiet champion of happiness where coffee breaks and trust build a different kind of wealth, the emotional kind. But here's what we really want to explore. Is happiness the enemy of productivity? Does structure kill creativity or fuel it? And most importantly, where would you actually feel better working and living? Because it's not just about money. It's not just about freedom. It's about what kind of life you want to wake up to every day. Light bulb and trust us. The conclusion might surprise you. So let's dive into a full working day in both countries, hour by hour. From the first cup of coffee to the last light in the office. From high-pressure meetings to slow family dinners. And by the end, you'll have a clearer picture. Where is life more livable? Where is work more meaningful? And where would you rather be? Drop your guess in the comments, Singapore or Denmark. Let's begin. In Singapore, mornings begin early 6:00 a.m. The sun rises fast, and so does the city. You'll hear the hum of air conditioning units, kettles boiling, and alarms going off across high-rise apartments. Many people live in HDB flats, compact but efficient homes designed with practicality in mind. These government-subsidized apartments house over 80% of Singaporeans and are a symbol of order and community. There's little time for slow mornings. Life is moving. Deadlines are looming. Some start the day with a short stretch, maybe a 5-minute breathing app, anything to prepare the mind. Meditation is growing in popularity, especially among younger professionals who crave a moment of peace before the grind. But most jump straight into autopilot. Shower, emails, instant coffee, messages from colleagues on WhatsApp or Slack. Breakfast, fast, simple, practical, kaya toast, a crispy slice of bread spread with coconut jam and butter, is a classic. 2 soft-boiled eggs with soy sauce and pepper. Washed down with kopi. Thick, robust coffee brewed with a sock filter and sweetened with condensed milk. Parents multitask, packing lunchboxes for school, scanning the news, replying to work messages. There's always a sense of movement, even in stillness. The streets below are already filling up with the buzz of motorcycles, bicycles, and buses. Stress? Subtle but pervasive. It's not panic, it's pressure. Unspoken. Ubiquitous. People are alert, responsive, and deeply aware of expectations from bosses, from society, from themselves. The pace is not just physical, it's emotional and mental. In Singapore, the notion of falling behind is almost taboo. Everyone is striving to improve, to be noticed, to succeed. Metro commute. By 7 o'clock or 7:30 a.m., the city is fully awake. The MRT, Singapore's clean, punctual metro, is the artery of urban life. Trains arrive every 2 to 3 minutes. Stations are spotless, air-conditioned, equipped with vending machines and art installations. There's a code of quiet. No phone calls, no loud conversations. People read, scroll, listen, rest. School uniforms, suits, and construction vests all blend into a single rhythm. For those who drive, highways like the PIE and ECP move quickly unless it's raining, in which case, prepare for delays. Electronic road pricing (ERP), gantries deduct toll fees in real time, a smart system to reduce congestion. Cycling is rare but growing, with new park connector networks making it easier. Some expats opt for e-scooters, but safety rules are strict. Bike-sharing schemes are also available and convenient for last-mile travel. Commutes are relatively short by global standards. In under 45 minutes, you're likely at your desk. Fun fact, Over 5 million daily journeys are taken via public transport, and Singapore consistently ranks in the global top 5 for reliability and cleanliness. Many residents use their commute to catch up on audiobooks, short courses, or even foreign languages. The city never wastes time. Office building start of the workday. 9 a.m., the official start. But many arrive early. Office environments reflect the city. Sleek, organized, future-ready. Glass walls, ergonomic chairs, quiet pods, motion-activated lighting. Aesthetics matter. Sustainability is also important. Many offices are Green Mark certified. There's usually a pantry with green tea, instant noodles, reusable cutlery, and sometimes a shared snack basket, a silent bond among team members. The culture? Structured and serious. You'll rarely find casual banter in the first hours of the day. People log in, put on headphones, and dive in. Distraction is seen as inefficiency, and silence often means focus, not discomfort. Meetings are common, sometimes too common. But they're fast, focused, often framed by decks, dashboards, KPIs. Agendas are sent in advance. Notes are shared after. Hierarchy is respected, titles matter. You call your manager by their first name, but there's an invisible protocol. Speak when spoken to, don't interrupt, be concise. Performance reviews are frequent. Some companies operate on monthly goal-setting cycles. In startups, Agile or Scrum is the norm, daily stand-ups, sprint planning, retrospectives. Remote work? Gaining ground post-COVID, but only in sectors that can support it. FaceTime still matters in traditional industries. Work culture can feel intense, not because people are unfriendly, but because they are focused. Competence is currency. Productivity is pride. Mistakes are noted, sometimes privately, sometimes in the meeting room. Loyalty to a company can be high, but switching jobs every 2 to 3 years is also seen as ambition, not instability. Bento box lunch break. 12:30 p.m. Lunch bell rings, figuratively. Employees head out, often in small groups. Conversation turns from Q4 reports to food. Hawker centers are temples of taste and speed. Lau Pa Sat, Maxwell, Amoy, each offers an explosion of cuisine. Thai basil chicken, Japanese bento, Vietnamese pho, Indian thosai, Malay satay. Despite the rush, food is sacred here. Everyone has a favorite stall. Reviews are shared like secrets. Prices range from $3 to $8, affordable, fast, flavorful. Seating is communal. Strangers share tables. But lunch is quick, 30 to 45 minutes max. In corporate towers, there's often a food court downstairs. Some prefer delivery apps like GrabFood or Deliveroo, efficient, trackable, predictable. Lunch is not a time for long conversations. It's a pit stop. The rare office has a wellness room or nap pod. Tech firms and co-working spaces offer beanbags, board games, or quiet zones, but few have time to enjoy them. Conversations rarely drift far from work. A new pitch, a tricky client, a big win, it all bleeds into lunchtime. Some use the break to plan personal goals or check on investments. Everything is intentional. 5 o'clock end of the workday. 6 p.m. Desks begin to clear. But leaving on time isn't the norm everywhere. In finance, consulting, and law, expect late nights. There's a culture of staying back, sometimes without reason. It's about presence. You don't always leave when the work ends, you leave when the team is done. Some companies are shifting this. Progressive employers now set alerts at 6:30 p.m. reminding teams to log off. But adoption is slow. Burnout? It's there. Quiet, hidden, normalized. Mental health days exist and are growing in acceptance, but many hesitate to take them. Rest can feel like weakness. Yet the rhythm continues. Cafes stay open late. Gyms are crowded at 8 p.m. Everyone's tired, but everyone's moving. Some check their side hustle. Others join webinars. Ambition has many faces. And even when the lights go off, the mental tabs stay open. Night with stars evening. Evenings in Singapore are vibrant, warm, and humid. Skyscrapers glow. Food stalls sizzle. The city breathes a second life. Some go to spin classes or hit. Others have beers at Clark Quay or chill at rooftop lounges in Marina Bay. Families gather at capiciums, local cafes, for shared meals. Children do homework at community centers. Grandparents take slow walks under the neon glow. Netflix, YouTube, gaming, online shopping, screen time fills the gaps. Streaming Korean dramas is particularly popular. Work emails? Still coming. But many mute notifications after 9 p.m., a growing boundary among millennials. Others check again before bed, just in case. Weekends offer escape. Sentosa, East Coast Park, JB shopping trips to Malaysia. But Monday is never far. Singapore is safe, structured, smart, but always in motion. Even relaxation feels organized. Japanese Doll's cultural snapshot, 10 key insights. Respect for hierarchy is nuanced. Titles matter, but so does diplomacy. Criticism is framed gently. Public confrontation is rare. Cleanliness and order are societal values. Chewing gum is banned. Littering fines are real. Tidy desks, tidy minds. Punctuality is non-negotiable. Being late, even by 5 minutes, is noticed. Efficiency is respect. Language is a dance of cultures. English is the working language, but Singlish, a local blend, lives in the background. Hard work is moralized. You don't just do your job, you prove your worth. Constantly. Diversity is deep and practical. Lunar New Year, Hari Raya, Deepavali, all are public holidays. Workplaces reflect this. Well-being is rising in importance. Mental health apps, wellness talks, mindfulness coaches. The future is more human. Kiyasa mindset still rules. It's the fear of missing out, of falling behind. Both a strength and a weight. Education is a lifelong project. Adult learning, certifications, and digital skills training are common. Everyone's upgrading. Global mindset, local roots. Singaporeans are globally connected. Many studied abroad or work for international firms. But local culture and food remain central to identity. In Denmark, the day starts slower and quieter. Around 7 o'clock or 7:30 a.m., most Danes begin to stir. The air is calm, the light soft. No rush. No frantic movement. There's a sense of ease built into the morning routine. Many Danes live in cozy, minimalistic homes, often in suburban neighborhoods with easy access to green spaces and bicycle paths. Their mornings are built around balance, not urgency. Nature is always close. A garden, a window view of trees, birdsong replacing traffic noise. Coffee is a ritual, not a rush. It's strong and black, often brewed with care using a French press or pour-over. It's paired with a slice of rye bread with cheese, a boiled egg, or a piece of fruit. The emphasis is on nourishment and simplicity, food that fuels, not food that fills. Some Danes practice yoga or stretch beside an open window. Others take the dog for a walk, or enjoy a quiet moment lighting a candle at the breakfast table. Danish homes are often designed to invite calm. Pale wood, neutral tones, natural textures. There's time to connect, with your partner, with your child, with yourself. School starts around 8 a.m., but there's rarely a rush out the door. Children are taught from an early age to be independent, and even the morning school drop-off feels peaceful. Some listen to music. Others catch up on the news, or spend a few minutes journaling. There's no push to get ahead before 9. There's just a gentle flow into the day. Stress? Rare in the morning. Danes value calm. The culture promotes inner peace and mental well-being as essential to productivity. A stress start is considered a failure of balance. The keyword is hygge, a unique Danish concept meaning coziness, comfort, and contentment. Even in the early hours, it's present in the atmosphere. A warm lamp on the table, wool socks, and quiet voices. Bicycle commute. By 8 a.m., the roads and bike lanes begin to fill. Bicycles are everywhere. Rain or shine, summer or winter, Danes cycle to work. The infrastructure is world-class. Wide bike lanes, traffic signals just for cyclists, and covered parking at offices. Many wear reflective vests in winter, and electric bikes have become increasingly popular. In cities like Copenhagen and Aarhus, up to 60% of commuters use a bicycle. It's sustainable, fast, and healthy. For longer distances, people use trains, which are clean, quiet, and almost always on time. Public transport is equipped with Wi-Fi and has space for bikes, strollers, and even pets. And if you forget your wallet? No problem. Most use apps or contactless cards. Commutes are short and pleasant. A typical ride takes 15 to 30 minutes, often passing parks, canals, or quiet neighborhoods. Some employees even schedule their start time around natural daylight to enjoy their morning ride more fully. The rhythm is slow, and no one's honking or rushing. It's about presence, not pressure. During the commute, Danes might listen to a podcast, chat with a friend, or simply enjoy the ride. It's not just a means to an end, it's part of their well-being. Some even describe their morning commute as a form of meditation. Office building start of the workday. Most workdays start between 8:30 and 9 a.m. Offices in Denmark are bright, open, and informal. Natural light, clean lines, green plants, and ergonomic furniture set the tone. There's usually a shared kitchen stocked with coffee, fruit, and sometimes fresh pastries. People greet each other warmly. Good morning is said with eye contact. There's often laughter in the kitchen. It's a space that feels human. Hierarchy is flat. You might sit next to your boss and address them by their first name. Respect is earned through ideas, not status. There's room to speak up, even if you're new. The atmosphere is relaxed but focused. People are friendly, and small talk is encouraged. Meetings are collaborative and efficient, with everyone expected to contribute. Many meetings start with a check-in question or casual conversation. Work culture here is based on trust. Micromanagement is rare. Flexibility is high. If you need to leave early to pick up your child or see a doctor, no one questions it. It's understood. Remote work is common and respected. Danish offices often provide tools for focus, quiet rooms, flexible seating, and even noise-canceling furniture. Everyone is expected to be productive, but also honest about their limits. And the famous Danish work ethic? It's not about working long hours. It's about working smart and being fully present. Leaving on time isn't a luxury. It's the standard. Sandwich lunch break. Around noon, it's time for lunch and a true break. Most Danes eat in the office cafeteria, where the food is often organic and locally sourced. Open-faced rice sandwiches, called smørrebrød, are a staple, topped with salmon, eggs, liver pate, or pickled vegetables. Lunch is a time to disconnect. People sit together, share stories, and avoid talking about work. Phones stay in pockets. This pause in the day is sacred, not rushed, not skipped. There's no pressure to impress. You eat, you relax, you return. Some offices offer light activities, stretching sessions, walks, or mindfulness exercises. Others have outdoor terraces where employees can catch a few rays of sun. This culture of break-taking isn't laziness, it's intentional. Danes believe that mental clarity fuels productivity. In some companies, the lunch break is considered a protected time. Emails slow down. Calls stop. Managers encourage people to take a full hour. That hour is not stolen from the company, it's invested in the person. Meals are unpretentious but delicious. Seasonal ingredients are key. And there's often coffee after lunch, sometimes paired with a small piece of chocolate. 4 o'clock end of the workday. By 4 o'clock or 4:30 p.m., most employees are packing up. Working overtime? Extremely rare. In fact, staying late might raise eyebrows, as if you couldn't manage your time properly. Danes prioritize life outside of work. Family dinners, hobbies, personal projects, and sports, these are not afterthoughts, they're essentials. And people talk about them openly. What they're knitting, building, writing, or growing. Work-life balance isn't an HR slogan, it's a social norm. The default. The rule. You're expected to do your job well, then go home and be present in your personal life. Employers respect that. And in return, employees stay loyal and productive. Burnout exists, of course, but it's much less common. Mental health is openly discussed, and support systems are strong. Counseling is available, and no one is ashamed to use it. Sunset evening. Evenings in Denmark are cozy and intentional. After work, people head home to cook, usually with fresh ingredients. A typical dinner is warm, simple, and shared with family. Candles are lit, music plays, and everyone slows down. Some go for walks, play sports, or meet friends at local cafes. Others stay in, read, or work on crafts or home projects. There's no pressure to socialize, quiet is just as valued. Many Danes have regular social clubs, from rowing to board games to gardening. Others take classes or volunteer. Community is strong, but optional. By 9 p.m., the streets are quiet. Windows glow with warm light. Inside, people are winding down with tea or dessert. Work feels far away. Danes protect their personal time fiercely. It's part of their national identity. Evenings are about joy, peace, and hygge, not catching up on emails. In winter, it's all about warm socks and hearty stews. In summer, it's late sunsets and wine on the balcony. Denmark cultural snapshot, 10 key insights. Flat hierarchy rules. Everyone's voice matters. Even interns are expected to share opinions. Trust is foundational. You're trusted to manage your own time and tasks. Work-life balance is non-negotiable. Long hours are seen as inefficient, not admirable. Simplicity is valued. From design to communication, clarity wins. Hygge is everywhere. Warmth, calm, and comfort are part of the work culture. Paternity leave is generous. Fathers are expected to take time off for their families. Union power is strong. Most workers are unionized, which ensures high job security and benefits. Transparency is cultural. Salaries and workplace policies are open topics. Sustainability is a norm. Offices are eco-conscious, and green habits are part of daily life. Personal fulfillment matters. Careers are important, but they're not everything. A good life is the goal. What happens when you compare one of the world's most productive nations with one of its happiest? What unfolds when two countries, both highly developed but rooted in fundamentally different values, start their mornings in opposite moods and finish their workdays with opposite energies? This isn't just about numbers or policies. It's about how people live, work, and feel from morning to night. It's about how culture flows through a cup of coffee, a lunch break, and a late-night email, or the decision to never send one at all. Singapore and Denmark offer us a unique mirror. One prioritizes growth, speed, and discipline. The other prioritizes balance, trust, and emotional sustainability. Neither is right or wrong, but both offer powerful insights. Let's take a closer look at a typical day in Singapore and Denmark and see how two completely different systems shape not just work, but life itself. Alarm clock wake-up time. Singapore, early risers. Many start the day around 6 a.m., already syncing with team chats before breakfast. Mornings are brisk, functional, and productivity-oriented. Denmark, a slower rhythm. Most begin stirring around 7:30 a.m., prioritizing calm, balance, and family time. Coffee is savored, not gulped. Right arrow Singapore moves fast from the first moment. Denmark eases into the day. Metro commute. Singapore, clean, precise, high-speed MRT systems. Commuters are efficient, plugged in, and focused. Denmark, world-class cycling infrastructure. Most bike or walk to work, enjoying the journey as part of their well-being. Right arrow one commutes to arrive. The other commutes to live. Office building, workplace, and start of day. Singapore, modern, high-pressure offices. Performance is closely tracked, hierarchy respected, and the tone is serious. Denmark, bright, informal offices. Flat hierarchies, first-name basis, collaboration over control. Right arrow Singapore values precision and results. Denmark values presence and participation. Fork and knife would plate lunch and breaks. Singapore, fast and efficient meals at hawker centers. Lunch is short, social, but still task-focused. Denmark, long, nourishing breaks. Small, broad, and calm conversation. Phones stay away. Breaks are sacred. Right arrow in Singapore, lunch fuels the hustle. In Denmark, lunch resets the soul. Hourglass on end of workday. Singapore, officially ends at 6 p.m., but many stay till 7 or 8. Overtime is common and expected. Denmark, by 4:30 p.m., desks are clear. Working late is rare and sometimes frowned upon. Right arrow Singapore stretches the day. Denmark draws a clear line. Cityscape at dusk evenings. Singapore, evenings are active gyms, rooftops, or emails. The city keeps moving. Denmark, home life, family dinners, candles, and hygge. Slowness is a virtue. Right arrow one stays on. The other fully unplugs. Japanese dolls culture snapshot. Singapore, competitive, structured, high-performing. Kiyasu mindset, fear of falling behind. Pride in speed and success. Denmark, cooperative, content, deeply human. Trust, autonomy, and well-being are national values. Right arrow different definitions of success. Different kinds of wealth. Conclusion. Singapore is a well-oiled machine. It runs on goals, speed, and ambition. Every second counts. Every action has purpose. It's a place where results are not just expected, they are measured, optimized, and pushed to the limit. In Singapore, success is visible, quantifiable, and often public. But with that speed comes tension, and the quiet question, how long can you keep up the pace? Denmark, by contrast, is a well-tuned instrument. It plays a slower, more human rhythm. Here, success is measured by the ability to live a good life, not just a productive one. Trust replaces control. Stillness replaces urgency. Work is important, but it's only one chapter in the book of life. And the rest of the book? It's filled with family dinners, nature walks, and candlelit conversations. Both models work, but in different ways. One optimizes output. The other cultivates well-being. And in between them, perhaps, lies a question for all of us. What kind of life do we really want to build? If you thrive in competition, crave structure, and value results, Singapore may feel like home. If you seek meaning, balance, and space to breathe, Denmark might feel like freedom. There's no winner here, only reflection. Because the best system is the one that fits your soul. Left speech trouble, what about you? Would you rather work in high-speed Singapore or heart-centered Denmark? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear your perspective.